Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10. Flowers. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards the pickup there.
And 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with James Conner, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, Flowers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing on first down. Flowers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Flowers. Now they go screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Flowers. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Fourth down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 38.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I'm going back to you. Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
From the gun, Jackson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. First and 10.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10. Flowers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53.
Operating from the gun. Flowers escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready? 53, check 53. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it.
They go play action here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Steelers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check the hot read.
Looking to throw. Flowers. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, Flowers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And it's 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Flowers being chased out left. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is
And
good.
this one through the uprights and good.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On second down now, Barkley. They won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Jackson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that's going to push him back half the distance.
Here we go.
From the gun, Flowers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action. Flowers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Flowers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
from the 39 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley, toss play left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
At the 15-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The drive will start with Connor. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Flowers steps away to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, Flowers. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Flowers looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Flowers is going to fire one deep over the middle. Room here to run. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The tackle.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now 3 week one touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I'll go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Christian Wilkins.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Flowers. Right side, Claypool's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Operating from the gun, Flowers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Looking to throw on second down. Flowers got an open man. It's Washington.
Flowers.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's
Off the play fake. Flowers. Flushed out right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the gun, Flowers. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards to pick up there.
first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun. Flowers, throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
31-yard line.
To throw on second down. Flowers. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Steelers.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Flowers. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Ravens 21, Steelers 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. One score. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Flowers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Flowers. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. From the gun, again to counter. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of fight.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Lets it fly for and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Adam Thielen, 68 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
For the extra point.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the 2nd down throw on target and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down. Flowers able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Chase Claypool. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Looking to throw on second down. Flowers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's third and short.
Third down. And 2 yards to go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Operating from the gun. Flowers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
11 yards. It's now fourth down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Baltimore, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm a child, I see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and go. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. It's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing it so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this and jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. D, go and get your self-esteem. Then she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did